Good YouTube and everybody. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. We really do appreciate it. And as always, we'd like to thank our viewers, subscribers, and our members, because without you, we're not us. So let's talk about DC Multiverse by McFarlane Toys Ice. This is available now for order, and the links are down in the basement. Guys, let me know what you think, and let's go ahead and roll her off the stand, and let's get started. Okay, so let's take a look at the appearance. All right, here we are. The picture's coming up so you can see it. Yep, there it is. Okay, so they didn't do too bad with the figure. I think it looks good. It's just that when McFarlane's reusing these figures and trying to top it off with stuff that he's done, so you're going to get it looking not correct, but he did all right so far. So if you're looking at the hair color, most of the time that's all white. You might have some blue every now and again, but there's your sculpting of the hair, blue and white. That's right, you sculpt it up and then you paint it the way you like. Same with the face. You do see that this has, let's get some, you do have that, those eyes there, right? Eyebrows, makeup, lips. Okay, that's there. Her shirt is gonna be soft goods, and that should be just like the comics. You see her blue there on her suit, and then the white, which is painted. It looks really bad. A lot of bad rush paint here. Some of it didn't dry in production, and they shipped it, and you can tell. So it looks really terrible. Look at that. It just doesn't look good. Okay, so the figure of it with the white and the blue, that's all correct. Her boots are like the same way. You sculpt it there. You have them look like they're fluffy, right? And then there is the ugly boots with the ugly paint. I mean, look at that paint. Dried up so fast inside the packaging, I'm assuming. Very terrible. And there you have it. Look at the back. Okay, you're going to have that solid blue. You really can't go wrong there, but there goes your grooves that you don't want to have. That's just because of messed up production. You didn't want that. I know you didn't. You do have grazed material in the legs and the inner thighs, right? Okay, and just looking at the face, she has a face that's more, it has more of an Asian look to it, if you will. I think so, with the eyes being more of an Asian eyes, but more bug-eyed. She looks more, just more American right here, right? Versus what you see in the comics, that picture there, right? And then you look at her neck. She has this extra big collar. Yeah, stiffed up with some blue paint. That's very ugly. So the figure itself, especially that buckle. Look at that blue. I mean, that's what you have. You could paint it blue. You couldn't touch it up with some silver to give us an actual buckle, right? Okay. And we do see the diamond shape for the inner with the, that is bad painting as well. But you do have that grazed material. There you go. The paint's not really good on it. We'll see what the articulation looks like when it gets time, right? But just showing the figure real quick, if you see it here, that's the appearance. And that'll do it. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and scale them up. You see him there? See her there with Doomsday, right? Okay, we'll throw in Mr. Cold and Superman, just to give you that idea of what the characters look like. As you can see there, I think that she scales pretty well. I know that she's shorter than Superman and Mr. Cold there, right? And of course, Doomsday. Doomsday gets a lot of sizes, right? But there you have it. You see the figures there, and you get the idea. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at her accessories. She doesn't get much, of course. Be nice if she had extra pair of hands and an extra head sculpt. That'd be good. But this is all you get. You get ice effects. The ice effects on her arms, they fit pretty decent. And the ice effects on her legs are just very strange. Had issues with them, putting them on the right way, so I just put them on like I thought was fit. But let's go ahead and take a look at the big ones first. Okay, you see here, very large. It's just, it's just a big one. I don't know exactly. I mean, you can have this, but why have so much of this? Just chop that in half. Give us some extra hands. Get your head sculpt. But she doesn't need nothing that big, and it doesn't look good when you put it on her. But there you have it, translucent plastic. Put it to life with some lighting. Okay, the next one, you can see, there it is. That goes on the leg. That one goes okay. You could just snap it on the leg, and you're good to go. Same thing, overdone. Some of these pieces could have been taken away for an additional hands and an extra head sculpt, right? But there you have it. Okay, let's look at the smaller ones. These are more, these make sense. You have these smaller ones here, and they do fit on pretty snug, right? You have your translucent plastic. There you go. Okay, the other one is a little smaller, maybe more of a punch, like a punch. You can see it where you can ball your fist up. That's right there. She has her fist balled up, and you can put it in there very easily, right? That's the slot. Okay. All right. And so that will do it for the accessories. Okay, for the packaging, pretty basic. You see just the all black box, DC Multiverse at the bottom with ice, and you can see the action figure and all the accessories inside the bubble. And of course, behind it, you're going to get that trading card, right? And up top, you get the 22 moving parts, McFarlane toys. And then if you look at the side panels, you see DC Multiverse, ice, fire and ice, McFarlane logo there, right? And then on the other side panel, open window, DC Multiverse, ice, and you got some barcodes there. You can look at those, snap them if you like. There you go. And let's flip it over to the back side. There goes the comic artwork. You see ice, fire, and ice there. That's how she is in the comics. That's how she looks. We'll compare the figure to that. And here's some more stuff if you want to pause and check it out, right? Okay. And on the bottom, you have your barcode, if that helps you out any. Okay. And that will do it for the inside of the packaging. And of course, in the inside of the packaging, you can see the trading card and the action figure vase, and of course, the blue background that McFarlane is known for, right? There you have it. Okay. Okay, so let's step into it. The POA, the points of articulation. So it's going to be very basic McFarlane. Stiff parts are going to happen, so you're going to have some limitations there. Okay, head movements, it's not bad. Your head movements are there because on ball and socket, and you do your tilts sideways, your tilts there, down, up. It's going to be okay. Your up is not that great. Even without even the PVC plastic in the way, it's still not looking up to par. That's not good. That's what I call terrible, okay? The arms on basic latch systems that rotate. You do have the bicep swivel. Paint's going to be hard for you to do what you want. You do have the double jointed arms. Paint's in the way there, so you get to crush it around, watch paint fly. There you go, right? Okay. Same on both sides. You do have the sternal rotations. You do have lower rotations here in the waist, right? Where the ugly belt is. Okay, they're on click flies there. They clickety click. And then your dumbbell, not dumbbell, but your double latch there. Okay, and let's go to the hands. They do rotate, but they're not interchangeable. They're interchangeable. Well, where's the extra pair of hands? There you go, rotations as well. All right, latches of their own. And you do have in the feet here, you have the ugly mechanism that rocks up and down like a latch, and then you also rock around, and then you do have the pivot in the toe. So very basic on the articulation, very bad on the paint, not enough accessories, but there you have it. And that'll do it for articulation. Okay, for the pros and cons. The pros and cons are it doesn't come with enough accessories. This is the cons. Not enough accessories, no extra head sculpt, no extra hands. Not even weapon. You get these ice effects, which are super hard to put on, very large. Then you get some decent ones that you put on the arms. Okay, right? So, and the paint is not good at all. You do have one soft good thing, which is, I don't think that's that great. The articulation is okay. But for me, for the figure, for the pros, there's not many. The face could have been done better. I think the face is okay. The hair is okay. And the ice effects, they do look cool. They just fit funny. So for me, I'm gonna have to give the figure a 2 out of 10. Let me know what you give it, guys. And you guessed it. You can get it at McFarlaneToyStore.com. Just check out McFarlaneToyStore.com. So what are you waiting for? Check them out. And this brings us to the end of our video. If you found the video informational or you just simply enjoyed watching, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And as always, this has been another toy review. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.